going on, BBK? Welcome to a new video. This video is going to be about an update of what we've been going through. A lot of the videos a little hard to understand, and the last one actually got cut short because we're trying to run a business on the back end while driving, so it's extremely hard. But this video is going to be all about the update and where we are now and where we're going to be in the future.
Yeah, guys. So basically, just touching on what Steven said, we feel like we've only done 2 vlogs. We're new at this, and we feel like there's a lot of missing pieces in between each clip that we show you guys, and we want to apologize for that. We're working to be better. Like I said, we're new at this, but we want to fill in the gaps for you guys because we know that there are some gaps, and the last vlog was ended short. Reason being was honestly that the camera died, and we're just dealing with we're new to this business, and we're dealing with it in real time behind the camera. We want to tell you guys a little bit about our experience that first month on the road. I thought, honestly, by myself, I'm gonna speak for myself. Steven can speak about his experience, how he felt. I honestly felt like it was a great experience. I enjoyed every second of it. The hardest part of being on the road, honestly, was just being away from the family. We have kids, so that was obviously being away from them was the hardest thing about it. Other than that, the actual driving, the actual job part was great. I feel like obviously it's great going on the road, at least your first time as a team, especially with somebody that we're family, so we feel very comfortable with each other. We always had each other to lean on for conversation. We never felt alone. Listen to music, discuss business ideas, hear podcasts. So that part of just being on the truck every day, honestly, I felt like it was great. I never felt burnt out at any time that first month. We never felt like it was a hassle to be out there on the road. It was a new experience for us, and I felt like it was a great one, honestly.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Like for me, it was extremely hard, especially being away from the family and kids, because I'm always the type of father and husband who's always there every day. But it was probably the greatest experience that we can have as business owners. Like, we got to see what our drivers go through on a daily basis, and that alone is worth so much money. That experience alone, now we can relate to our drivers when we get on the phone to hire drivers. Now it's a relatable conversation that we can have. So I think that's gonna definitely help us out, right now and in the future, hiring drivers and growing this company. So the experience was great. I loved it. It was definitely hard. Definitely driving that truck was not easy, but it was definitely worth it. Yeah.
For long periods of time, because you're driving it for about. You have a 14-hour clock shift time for that day. Obviously, that time goes out with breaks, going to the bathroom, eating and stuff like that. But we know what it is to be in that truck for 14 hours a day nonstop. You're there for more than that. You're there 24 hours a day, besides you going out to get a bite to eat or use the bathroom or going to break.
You live in that truck.
Exactly. You're living in that truck. And now we know that experience, just as Steven said, just to continue touching base with that. We know how that life is, so I know what our drivers are going through while they're out there. I know what they're experiencing on the road, their thoughts, their attention span, the clock. Something big about this industry is time is everything, and we've heard it before, but you really don't understand it until you're there in real life. Where this clock is actually determines your business. From the time that you wake up, how you manage your logs. A couple minutes taking too long to fuel to go use the bathroom affects your day, your driving time, make it where you're gonna stop for the day. All of that affects is by time. So I feel like, as Steven said, that's gonna help us and put us in position to be a level up higher as business owners, because we know what their drivers are going through. Now moving forward from that, we went out through that experience. We were out for about a month. Great experience, as like we just said. Now, guys, this is the big update. It's something that we honestly didn't plan of. Our original plan was to be out on the road for at least 3 months. But God opens doors. He works in mysterious ways, and we're greatly blessed. I don't want to say it's our last time, but at the same time, I want to say that was our last time. It was our first and last run. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a beautiful thing. Reason being, just God showed us a lot of things and opened doors while we were out on the road. While we were there in that truck, when we weren't on the camera vlogging, showing you guys our experience, we were brainstorming every day. How can we excel our business? How can we take it a step further? How can we continue to grow? Learning new experiences by watching other people on YouTube, reading blogs online, just discussing between each other, between our wives as well, which are part of the BBK team. How can we expand this? So we ended up deciding, you know, the only way to really grow this business, to grow a business, is not to be in the business, but outside looking in. You know, you can't grow your business while you're being inside. You know, you have to take a step back, you know, take an outlook, see the bigger picture, and that's exactly what we did.
So yeah, so like Kevin said, we were on the road for about a month. After the month, we came back home, and through all that brainstorming in a month, that we came up with kind of like our business plan that's gonna be tailored to how we want our life to be, and how our business to be run. So we're not gonna be behind a truck anymore. We actually hired our first driver on the Volvo, so he's been out working. We changed our insurance, so our insurance now only allows CDL holders with 2 years or more. So just by changing that insurance, that took us out of the plan to be able to drive. But it did cut our costs by 50%, which was huge for us.
Yes.
So after cutting the insurance, we hired a driver on the Volvo. And then the big update that you guys saw last video is that we purchased our second truck. It's a Kenworth 2017, beautiful truck, fully loaded. And we're actually onboarding a driver to the second truck now.
As we speak, yeah. Just to get a little bit more detail about what just Steven said, by taking ourselves off the insurance plan. That's exactly what we did. So once we got back to Florida, to our home state, and we were together with our family, and we were brainstorming how can we excel this business, we hired our first driver. So we're like, okay, how can we mitigate costs? Because, you know, we're a brand new MC, MC carrier, and we have a brand new DOT and CDL holders. So obviously our insurance was very expensive. I don't know if we shared this number with you guys in the past, but our first ever insurance policy was $43,000 for the year. It's an absurd number. But just a little advice going along with that. Yes, it's extremely expensive, but you know, it costs to play the game, you know, to be in business, and that was our only option. We talked to like 20 different insurance brokers. We got quoted with every single type of company. So whatever company you can think of that you can comment down below, we tried their insurance, we tried different brokers, and we ended up going up with this company, and it was actually the best quote. Everything else was more expensive. So we ended up coming back. We took ourselves off the policy. We hired a driver which had more than 2 years of experience. We got an insurance that had a lower quote, which actually saved us $20,000 for the year. So our insurance currently right now is $23,000. It was a 50% cost deduction for us, which obviously helps us a lot. That's 20 grand for the year that we get to save and keep in our pocket, which is a blessing. And along with that, guys, the big reveal that we have, we just closed on our second truck. And the reason that how we're gonna expand this business now, our big idea, is that we have opened up a BBK partnership program. So guys, if you've ever wanted to come into the trucking business, or maybe you're already in the trucking business, but as you know, this is a business that requires you full 24 hours, you know, to move a truck, to make sure that truck is moving every single day, getting paid, to make sure that your driver is filling up at the correct spots, is stopping at safe truck stops, etc. You know, it's a 24-hour gig. I have drivers calling me every single time. Let's say they encounter a problem, they're calling us. You know, we need to move, you know, we need to dispatch loads. You know, you're on the phone all day. It takes a lot of your time.
It's a process to move that truck from A to B.
Exactly. So if you want to continue to be in this industry, or you're not, and you're interested in coming into the industry, we offer here a new program at BBK where you're able to go purchase a truck, sign up a lease agreement, a management agreement to us, BBK, and we'll manage the truck for you. What does that mean? That means we'll take care of the onboarding process to hire a driver, to locate a driver inside the truck. We'll take care of the marketing and advertisement that is needed to hire that driver, you know, as well as MVR, background check, insurance, fuel costs for that truck, everything of that sort, including preventative maintenance. We're taking care of that on our end. We'll give you guys a fixed weekly rate, which of course it all depends. Your profit margins depends on how you want to buy this truck. You know, you can either finance it, you can lease it, or you can buy it outright. That will determine your profit margins, but just know that there is a lot of room to grow. There's no limit to how many trucks you can have with us, and we feel very blessed to be in this opportunity. We already have our first partner truck, so we have 2 trucks right now. That 2017 Kenworth, which we have shown you already, or will be showing you if it's not presented to you by the time that you see this clip, that is our first partner truck, and we're currently in the process of closing on our second. So we're going to be showing you guys that process in a future video. We'll show you, we're going to talk about that process of getting that second partner truck. But that's an update, guys, that we wanted to give you. We're gonna be at this time focusing on dispatching these trucks, continuing to grow our fleet, and in the future, even hiring some dispatchers. So if you ever want to come and be a part of the BBK team, please shoot us an email. You know, even if you're not into dispatching, but you think you can offer us any type of service or help, please contact us at our email below. And that's basically the update, guys. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning into BBK and to Men on Fright. We love you guys. See you on the next clip.
Later.